These garlic noodles are freaking bomb. And here's the recipe. This is actually a rendition of a copycat recipe of Monkey King's garlic noodles. I made a few substitutes and I didn't really measure anything at all, but it still turned out delicious and I wanted to share the cooking method. First, cook your noodles, but I didn't record that, so whoops. Anyways, for the sauce, you want to combine oyster sauce, soy sauce, sugar, and a dash of salt and mix until well combined. If you want to be adventurous, you can add scallions or chilies. You can do whatever you want. You know what they say, the world is your oyster sauce. We'll let the sauce sit for a bit to meld the flavors while I cook the protein. Because I'm using bacon trimmings, there's a ton of fat to render out. So even though the recipe calls for butter, because of how fatty the meat is, I'm just using the rendered out fat. Now for the most important ingredient, the garlic. Now the recipe only calls for a measly 3 tablespoons of garlic. Excuse me? But 3 tablespoons of garlic is never enough garlic. Even if it was, you can always have more. More garlic, more better. Once you're done with that, and you've rendered out most of the fat, remove the meat from the pan and cook your minced garlic. Please remember that because I'm using the fatty bacon, I'm not using butter, but otherwise you would be cooking the garlic in butter. Garlic. The smell of garlic cooked in lard is, oh my god. Once your garlic turns to a nice shade of golden brown, throw in your noodles. I actually cooked these using the baking soda method so that they'd be chewier and have a better mouthfeel, and better imitate Asian style hand-pulled noodles without purposely buying it. I'll link to the video that explains this somewhere here. I also didn't have any parmesan, so I ended up just using string cheese. Whatever works. Everyone loves string cheese. It won't be as strong as parmesan, but it'll still have those mini cheese pools, and that's good enough. I hope. Once it's cooked sufficiently, we can add the sauce. Now this sauce is so good, don't you dare waste any. After you poured out most of it, use the spaghetti as a sponge to soak up the rest of the sauce and then scoop that into the bowl as well. This sauce is great. I mean, what's not to like about umami sugar? Once well incorporated, you can add the meat and then garnish with green onion at the very end. You want to put the scallions at the very end so that the scallions retain their pretty bright green color. I love how easy and forgiving this recipe is, and you can always make your own substitutions. Add shrimp instead of pork, sauteed mushrooms are absolutely delicious in this, and adding some heat through chili peppers or hot sauce can elevate these noodles even more. Regardless of how you change or adjust it, I'll leave the base recipe with ingredient amounts and much more info, and as always, enjoy. Wait, is that phrase trademarked? Vinegar brine chicken on the right. No, can't use that either. This myth munched us? I'll just stop now. Have a good day.